Something on this list makes me really uncomfortable. Let's get into it right now. How was your week, Russ?
Week's been really, really good. We're gearing up for a new location. We just launched the Patreon. There's a whole lot of new good things happening with the shop, and it is just overall great. And it's fantastic to finish out the week with another Hot 10 list by CBSI.
CBSI, comicbookinvest.com. Awesome. Awesome. Peeps over there providing the comic book family with a lot of quality content. For those of you who don't know, Russ's current location is behind a 7-Eleven with no street view. So it's kind of hard to find it, but you always pack the house at your shop, which means that it's a destination location.
Absolutely. People have been coming in for the last 6.5 years, and we are finally making the move to a larger, more visible location. We are doubling the amount of square footage, which means tons more great books for the comic book family.
And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We make a lot of comic book themed content, but today we have hot comics to talk about. Let's start them off with number 10, Russ.
Yeah, let's do it, Tom.
All right, coming in at number 10, we have Thor issue number 617. We have rumors alongside of this new Disney app, this new Disney streaming service, that Kid Loki may be making his debut in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, causing this once $15 comic book to spike to $20. Now, I'm not sure if this book is going to have staying power. I mean, having a whole show about Kid Loki seems like a stretch to me. What do you think, Russ?
Kid Loki is definitely a fan favorite. I think it's one of those that people do like. And again, it's a small movement from 15 to 20, so it's a little bit of speculation hype, but I don't think that this is going to be a $50 book at any point in time in the near future. I could be wrong, but this is definitely one of those that if the show is good and people like it, we're still going to see it in the $15 to $20 range.
I appreciate the honesty. And let's move on to number 9 because we have another repeat offender.
So this is really cool. Number 9, the Aquaman number 15 Josh Middleton variant. And we talked about this one last week. And last week it was coming in at $10 and now it's $20. Black Manta looking fantastic on this cover.
Other than Aquaman being a hit, the only thing we have is rumors of a Suicide Squad potential villain appearance.
Black Manta is a cool villain.
There you go. Let's move on to number 8.
Number 8, we have Ultimate Fantastic Four number 4, first appearance of Miles Morhamus.
Okay. I got a problem with this, Russ.
What's your problem, Tom?
Okay. First off, what?
Okay, so this is a cross between Miles Morales and Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham. It is a pig in the Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man suit.
Okay, this is the issue that I have with it. It makes me super uncomfortable to look at it because this is what he looks like under the mask. I'm not having it.
No.
This doesn't. I look at this and I'm like, I don't want to own this comic book. I don't want to see it at all. Like this isn't for me. But I'm excited to see more Miles Morales keys make the list.
It's okay. Coming in at $25 this week.
Got to keep an eye out for all these animal-ish kind of appearances. I mean, we're going to see Captain Carrot make this list pretty soon.
We might have to. Anthropomorphs were really, really big in the early to mid 80s. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, geriatric, gangrenous gerbils. I mean...
You know, and I'm joking around, but I do have Unnatural on my pull list.
Well, okay. Yeah, you know, Leslie is a very hot pig.
All right, moving on to my favorite on the list so far. Number 7, we have Incredible Hulk, issue number 377. This is the first appearance of Professor Hulk, a cross between the Gray Hulk, the Green Hulk, and Bruce Banner.
Cool.
And with Avengers 4 coming, we're thinking we're going to see this evolution in the character. This book, the first print, a once $10 book, has spiked to $20 to $25 and has been selling like this. It's been on the up for quite some time. It's actually been a book that I've been seeing on Instagram being posted a lot. It's on a lot of people's pull list. But if you didn't know, there's actually a few different printings of this. There is a black cover second printing. That book is also gaining ground, $40 to $50. And then we also have the very scarce third printing. What's interesting about this third printing is that even Marvel thought that this change in Hulk was going to be a key moment. This third printing was printed years after the second printing, and it was super low print. It's very strange, but it's one of those printings that are actually more scarce than all the other printings, making it super expensive.
This is one of those ones that the third print of I have never owned, I have always wanted. I love this book. I love the cover. It is just classic Hulk, and that green is amazing. But that third print is so elusive. I've never seen it in a collection, and it's just really, really tough to find.
9.4s exceeding $600.
Wow, for the third print, that's crazy.
Now, there are foreign prints that we can get into, but I think I'm going to save that for our up-and-coming True First video. All right, let's move it on to number 6, Russ.
Number 6, we have Project Superpowers number 5. This is a Francesco Mattina variant, and this is the 1 in 10 Virgin variant. Now, we know that these are a little bit tougher to get. This book is currently coming in at about $25. Beautiful cover, nice blacks, nice skulls. Project Superpowers is a great book. If you don't know much about Project Superpowers, it originally came out in around, I think, 2008, and it's an Alex Ross comic book. And all of the Alex Ross covers and everything in 2008 were painted. Mattina is doing a fantastic job of a very Alex Ross style, a very nice painted style. The Project Superpowers team is actually a lot of superheroes from the 1940s whose rights have gone into public domain, so they were able to use them and make another superpower team. Very, very cool book. If you're not reading Project Superpowers, I recommend it. But these Mattina covers on the new 2018-2019 run are gorgeous, and these Virgin ones are just very, very desirable.
Halfway through the list, let's give a shout out to some members of the community who had some very successful finds this week. We have, I the Hand, who picked himself up a Superman 233 Superman breaking the chains of kryptonite, becoming invincible, picking up a yellow label signed by Neil Adams at a 6.5.
That is really, really cool. Manny Slab 43 got 2 copies of Avengers number 27.
Very cool. But a lot of people banking on those Ronin appearances. All right. We also have Zach Buys Comics, who picked up a bunch of stuff. He found some really cool finds. He got Avengers 684, First Immortal Hulk, Detective 858, that Adam Hughes variant, Avengers 47, as well as Aquaman 15, that Black Manta variant.
Wrapping up our shout-outs, we have Ed Martin 1974, who got an Avengers 684 and a Cap 25, the Sam Wilson Captain America.
Very good. Good job, Comic Fam. I like seeing these finds. Make sure to tag us on Instagram. We like to bring it in the video. Let's move on to number 5.
Tom, I love the cover on this book, number 5.
Oh, me too. This is gorgeous. Okay, coming in at number 5, we have Blackest Night, Wonder Woman number 2, the Ryan Sook variant. This reminds me of that Chilling Adventures of Sabrina number 8 variant that made the list last week.
Right.
That like kind of skull fade on the cover.
Super cool.
This 1 in 25 variant was a $25 book just a little bit ago. Now this is seeing price hikes up to $75. You got to keep an eye out for Ryan Sook variants too. I happen to really enjoy those Genesis Kirby variants he did. Those were super slick. I enjoy his art, and I'm not surprised to see it make this list.
Nope, definitely.
All right, let's move on to number 4 because we have some more option news. All right, we have Mercy Sparks, number 0. This was just a $1 book, but after this news that we may be seeing a television show, possibly some type of movie series, it's now going for above 20. Now, this is an interesting comic because the issues at comic shops that ordered it, if customers didn't pick it up, this isn't one that you're going to see on the shelves displayed.
This is kind of a case of where you get the ones where you have like an introductory price. Like sometimes Dynamite will do a 25-cent Vampirella or 25-cent De Thoris.
That Sheena.
Right. But this one is a 99-cent Mercy Sparks book. So a lot of people picked up them and you just didn't hold on to them. And if you look at like the Battlestar Galactica variant, it's not worth anything. The one that was, I think, a 1 in 50 or 1 in 100 color variant, that's worth something. So you would think that one of these introductory specials would have a variant price, but the rest of them are literally quarter bin fodder because it was 99 cents cover price and shops probably bought way too many. So this is very, very cool to see Mercy Sparks, which is, again, a comic book that nobody had thought anything about for the longest time. It's finally optioned and it's spiking. Is this going to hold long term? I don't really think so, but
it's a cool story.
It is a cool book, and
cool
you know
story.
that a lot of people probably ended up just giving these extras away at Free Comic Book Day. So they're out there.
A demon kicked out of hell, recruited by heaven to take out rogue angels. Sounds like it could be kind of a supernatural type of thing. I like that kind of stuff. I just want to point out too, we've had reprints spiking recently. We've had previews guides spiking recently. And these 99-cent introductory rate comic books are now officially spiking too.
It's a crazy, crazy market, Tom.
All right. Almost as crazy as the Star Wars market.
Oh my gosh, the Star Wars market. There are so many rabid fans out there. Number 3, Star Wars Dawn of the Jedi Force Storm. Number 1, the Flores variant. So this is an incentive variant, but I think it was a low-level incentive variant. I couldn't find exactly, but I think it was a 1 in 10. This is from early 2012. It was a 6-issue miniseries, 0 and 1 through 5.
This is interesting, man. This is an interesting thing you found.
Now, there's only one sale recently that I could find on eBay for $45 of this variant, but at the same point in time, the trade paperback has Flores on the cover. And the trade paperbacks, there are some sales that were pretty low, and now the trade paperbacks are on eBay for $50 to $65.
Even higher.
So if you're looking to pick up the Flores variant of Star Wars Dawn of the Jedi Force Storm number 1, make sure whether you're getting the single issue or the trade paperback, because they have the same art. The variant incentive cover art is the same as this trade paperback on eBay, and I know that's going to cause some confusion in the industry, especially for people who are going to go out and try and buy this quickly.
It's kind of unique. You don't often see that. So keep an eye out and make sure you're buying the right thing.
Right.
All right. And then coming in at number 2 today, we have another repeat offender, Knights of Golden Sun number 1. We have a giveaway winner that we're going to be announcing in the outro, so no worries. We'll be making sure that happens. But it's really cool to see some of these new comic books make the list again and again. It means that we have some truly good storytelling, because that's what this means. This is an independent book. There isn't any movie stuff option. This isn't a series that people are buying just on speculation. No, this is spiking because people like the story.
Right. It's a very, very low print run.
That's right. And those who are picking it up, they are keeping it going. They're buying it, and it's spiking up to $50.
That is really, really great.
I'm interested to see these later issues to see how many people are going to continue to have this on their pull list. I'm going to be keeping an eye on these printing counts.
Speaking of low print runs, Tom, number 1 is definitely a case of prospective low print runs.
Ooh.
We're not quite certain what the low print run is on this, but number 1.
Can I set it up?
Sure.
I want to set it up. Okay, first, we're going to put up a book right now that's not number 1. We have Batgirl issue number 23. All right? We want to know if this next book is the next Batgirl 23, because that's the conversation in the community. Put your answer in the comment section below. And Russ, what's going up against Batgirl issue number 23?
Harley Quinn number 57, the Tedesco variant.
Ooh. You sent a text earlier this week.
No, I knew it.
You get props. I know. They don't know for sure, but I know,
No.
and I appreciate you doing it.
On Tuesday, I had these come in. I had 4 copies come to the shop, 3 were box customers, and I set one aside knowing that we would be giving it away on this channel, right? I knew on Tuesday when I got my comics, and I texted Tom and I said, this book is going to be on the list. I don't know where it's going to be. This book's going to be hot. Between the time that I got those and I got home, I had 2 Instagram messages, 3 phone calls, and an email from people who were, hey, do you have the Harley Quinn variant? We knew this Tedesco variant was just absolutely blazing hot. Now, the interesting thing is, we don't know about the print run, but I can tell you that all of the people that were at my shop getting the Harley Quinn book were not getting the main cover. They were getting the Frank Cho cover. When they found out that Frank Cho was not doing anything past 56, they all stopped. So this is a lot of the case of people thought they were not getting Frank Cho anymore, so they didn't get Tedesco. Now, Tedesco did the main cover for the foil variant that came out in November. Beautiful cover, great red background with Harley looking fantastic, and people should have known that if he's doing the variant cover, you're going to get a really, really solid cover. Interesting side note, apparently inside of every single copy of this print, it says Frank Cho does the variant cover. So there's an error on the inside of the book, whereas the outside of the cover is not Frank Cho. It's actually done by Tedesco. Now, these are selling on eBay solidly for $20. I think this is a very inflated market. I think there are way more out there than people expect there to be, but it's still a very, very cool book, and I definitely see this settling in the $10 to $15 range.
Oh, you just heard it from the sensei. We're going to be giving one of these away, so put your answers in the comment section below what you think about this book. Is it the next Batgirl 23? We want to know from the community. Thank you so much to comicbookinvest.com for providing the comic book community with so much awesome content, and especially for the Hot 10 list for us to cover. Thank you so much for your time, and as always,
Geek responsibly.
enough
Said.
Thank you so much for watching the video. Shout out to Comic Book Hulk. We're going to be sending you Knights of the Golden Sun, issues 1 and 2. Hit the description to find out how to contact us so we can get these sent out to you. And it's the 11th. We only got 4 more days left for you, the community, to join the Mystery Mail Call community. The cutoff is the 15th. We'd love to have you join up. Give us an excuse to send you guys some comic books.